H1028. First contact with Bankstown ground or tower. Notify receipt of information, Charlie.
So we have Charlie.
Bankstown terminal information, Charlie.
Yep. 12018.
Yep.
103. And in terms of runways,
29 left. So
29 left. I won't worry too much about taxiing. You tell me where to go.
yeah, no worries.
I haven't looked at the maps actually.
Yeah.
Alright. Just get this on. And this. Alright, so we got ATIS.
Yep.
So I'll make my request for circuits now. Yeah, just for circuits.
Yeah.
And then he will give us clearance to taxi to the Runup bay, is that right?
Yeah. We'll get clearance when we get down there.
Okay, so once I get clearance for circuits, what does that entitle me to do?
Just start the engine and get up to the maneuvering area.
Okay, and just before I cross that, then I will call back and ask for clearance to taxi.
That's right.
So we are, it works. So we are X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Yep.
And we are on Foxtrot?
Yeah.
So the nearest sign that I'll see for Foxtrot is right there.
Yeah.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we are not in
Bankstown ground.
Bankstown ground, X-ray Alpha Romeo at Foxtrot, requesting startup for circuits with information, Charlie.
February, start approved.
Start approved, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Alright.
I know this guy. He's also at Camden.
Yeah.
Alright, continue. One thing I wanted to ask you, Filip, is can I move my chair forward a little?
Yeah, of course.
There's a lever here.
There's a lever, I think it's the right hand lever there. That one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Alright. That's as far as it goes, I think.
I think your belt might be in the way. It'll loosen it up a bit properly.
I'll just remove it.
Thanks, down,
that's pretty much it.
That's it?
That's alright.
Cool.
Yeah. I can reach the brakes.
BP.
Alright. Okay, start up. So mix is rich.
Yep.
All the way in. Carburetor heat
Is cold.
is cold, so they'll be all the way in.
Yep. That's it.
Okay, we've got the master switch on and
Yep.
avionics are on already.
Yep.
Normally I keep those closed in the 172.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So primed, let's prime it. So we do that with the throttle. Do we
Yep.
have a primer? Yeah, there is a primer.
Yeah. You can use whichever one you want.
So do you both, or you can choose between, say, pumping with the throttle 5 times?
Yeah.
You want to try that first and see if it works?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
So if you want, I can demonstrate it as well.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
Alright, so clear prop, master switch on, wing strobes on, beacon. Alright, so basically what you do is...
Straight on the brake?
Yeah.
Bankstown ground, helicopter, Foxtrot, Victor Juliet, main pay request, taxi to parking. Foxtrot, Juliet, taxi to parking. Taxi to parking, Foxtrot, Victor Juliet.
Maybe we should have used the start.
Okay. That's manual as well, it's not electric.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah.
Alright, let's try now.
ground, Sierra Fox Romeo is ready in the runway for departure.
It starts a bit hard, this one.
Yeah. 29 right, hold for Alpha 8, 29 center.
Taxi Alpha 5, taxi 29 right, hold for Alpha 8, 29 center, Sierra Fox Romeo.
No.
Yeah, the 150 start a lot easier. They're just, you know, 2 cranks and he fires up. This one is a bit...
It's a big engine.
Yeah, and it's got like... It's almost got like 15,000 hours on it, so...
So where's the RPM gauge?
The which gauge?
The RPM.
Here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you set it to 1,000 RPM at the start.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Alright, 1,000 RPM. Oil pressure in the green.
Yep.
Wing strobes off. We don't have strobes. Nav lights on.
So Bacon strobe is not available. Nav
on. Maps up.
right. 40 degrees.
And ATIS will listen to it. QNH is set.
Not yet.
1028.
Yeah, it's about there.
Yep. And transponder is on standby. We've got the frequency set. I'll just set the circuit frequency here.
Yep.
Slightly different than arrivals and departures. Alright, and then we've got taxi checks. So I'll test my brakes and then I'll hand over, you can test your side.
Yep.
So add a bit of throttle, bring the power back and brake. So my brakes work, handing over.
Yep, my plane. I'm just going to...
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, I'll check my brakes now.
Yep.
Yep, my brakes work.
Alright.
So
And
continue.
yep, the rest of the checks are controls into wind. We don't really have any wind today.
Yeah.
So we won't worry about that. And then instruments check turning. So what we usually do is, you can get up there or even here, like you can just check DG,
sure.
TC.
DI, twin coordinator,
and
compass.
turn to the right and they're all working.
Yep.
That TC doesn't really look like it's working that well.
It did work. Oh, it did move at least.
Yeah, it might need a bit of time to spin up.
Yeah. So it's a vacuum instrument as well.
I believe it's electric, that one.
Electric.
It should say on it.
It is DC electric, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so this radio call, what do you reckon this radio call will be?
So that would be for taxi.
Yeah.
So I'll let him know that we are at Foxtrot again.
Yeah.
At the, this is not a holding point.
Yeah, so just, you know, extra Alpha Romeo at Foxtrot, request taxi for circuits.
Right, so he can still see us and he knows that we requested for circuits already.
Yeah.
Alright. Do I need to call Captain Bankstown ground, or he
you
already...
can if you want to, but it's usually just the first time you talk to them that you say...
Okay,
yeah,
that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Alright.
Extra Alpha Romeo?
Yeah, so X-ray Alpha Romeo at Foxtrot, request taxi.
Yeah, for circuits.
For circuits,
yeah.
X-ray Alpha Romeo at Foxtrot, request taxi for circuits.
Yep.
Extra Alpha Romeo, taxiing forward in the runway.
Taxi to the runway, extra Alpha.
Taxi to the runway, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Good. Alright, handing over. So what we're going to do is we're going to go off to the left here. So we're going to follow the line to the left. So once you turn onto the left, and I will hand over and I'll show you the, just to the right, right. Sorry, I said left for some reason.
Oh, okay.
My fault. Sorry about that.
Newbie student.
Yeah. So that's Foxtrot there, and we've got Echo. So that's the Echo runway. That's the runway we use if we use runway 11. But because it's a 29er, we're gonna have to go all the way to the end of the runways on the other side of the airport.
So left here.
Yes.
So could you remind me? He gave me clearance to taxi up to the runner bay.
Yeah, and report ready in the bay. So once we're done with the run-up checks, we just say extra Alpha Romeo ready in the bay.
Right. Did he identify which runner bay we can go up to?
No, but it's usually, so technically I think what it means is you can go to any, but I think they'll get pretty pissed off unless you go in the right one, which is, so the main runner bays on the southern side of the airport we use is the Echo runner bay, which is that one there, and that's if we use 1-1 center or 1-1 right. And if we use 2-9er, then it's the Bravo runner bay down here on the other end. So you'll see it now.
It's the one that's closest to where we are going to take off from.
That's correct. So basically, if you're not sure, you can always say unfamiliar with aerodrome, and they'll help you, they'll guide you, they'll tell you turn left, turn right.
Sure.
But since we are here, then we might as well, help you with that instead of bothering the tower.
Yeah.
So basically, the easy way to get the easier way to try and understand this airport is you've got the runways, right? The taxiway that goes along the southern way of the runways is Bravo, and the northern taxiway, the main one, is Alpha, the one that goes parallel. So you've got your holding points, which are Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Alpha 3, Alpha 4, Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Alpha 7, Alpha 8, and then here you've got Bravo 1, Bravo 2, Bravo 3, Bravo 4, Bravo 5, Bravo 6. So if it's runway 11 and you're departing, it's going to be the Bravo 1 or Alpha 1, depending on which side of the airport you're on. If you're doing circuits, because the circuit runway is a bit shorter, then you do Bravo 2 if you're going to do circuits.
Okay.
And if it's the other runway in use, then for departures and arrivals it will be Alpha 8 or Bravo 8, Bravo 6, and for circuits it will be Bravo 5.
Right, that's a lot, but I'll study all that.
Yeah, so to simplify, the top bit is Alpha that we never use. We always use the bottom part of unless your school's on the other side of the airport, then you have the Alpha West and the Alpha East runner bays, but that's nothing you need to worry about. So for the time being, you just got Bravo down here, and then obviously you've got like the Echo runner bay for runway 11 and the Bravo runner bay for runway 29.
So we're doing right-hand circuits?
Left-hand circuits. So the circuit is always so that's bottom runway. The southern runway is always the circuit runway, and the circuit is always in the southern direction. Circuit training. So if it's runway 29, it's going to be a left-hand circuit. If it's runway 11, it's going to be a right-hand circuit.
Sure.
And then with the arrivals and departures, it's going to be the other way around. So it's always going to be a northern circuit. So if it's runway 29 center, it's going to be right circuit, and if it's runway 11 center, it's going to be a left-hand circuit.
Got it. So that's how you keep the separation.
Yeah.
Charlie Victor, clear to Bankstown via Cadam. Bankstown.
Yeah, that's the one. This here is the Bravo runner bay, so we'll go in it, bring the power back just a little bit and brake, go in, and basically I would have advised you to face the wind, but it doesn't look like we have any wind, so you're welcome to face in.
I'll face up.
Yeah, cool.
I'm just going to take as much space here to leave behind us available for other
people. And there's another part of Bravo runner bay down there as well, so that's also available if this is full.
So I can face like that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, full stop.
Yep.
1,000 RPM.
Yes, sir.
Is there a handbrake, like a parking brake?
No, unfortunately.
So feet on the brakes. Yeah, sure.
Alright, so then run-up checks, brakes, we're on the brakes, cabin doors, closed and latched.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Flight controls free and correct.
Taxi to parking, India Park.
Elevators.
Yep.
Ailerons.
Yep.
Yeah, all good. What's next?
Alright, flight instruments set, so basically...
Compass.
Yep. And...
So it'll be kind of
so it'll be
left of the east.
Yeah.
Around here, yeah. That. Okay.
Alright.
Or is the artificial horizon?
Artificial horizon, yep.
Gauge is set.
Yep.
Vertical speed indicator looks okay. The turn coordinator is a little bit to the side, but I think we are in an incline.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oil temperature in the green. Pressure in the green.
Yep.
Fuel full.
Yeah. Alright, so so then it says flight instruments are set, so fuel valve down and on. Mixture.
So fuel valve.
Yep.
This thing here?
Yep, it's always down.
It's down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, and then mixture reach, so it's reach, and elevator trim for takeoff, so the trims for takeoff, and then throttle,
Ah, that's what it is.
yeah,
Okay.
and throttle 1700.
So we'll do the throttle test.
Yep.
We do.
Yep.
Oh, hold on a second. Yeah. Yes.
There you go.
1700.
And we go ahead check the mags.
Alright, so both
Yep.
left,
Yep.
yep, both
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Okay, both.
Cool.
So now check.
And then carburetor hit, so pull it out and see if you get an RPM drop. Alright, so that means
Yeah.
it's working if we get an RPM drop. Alright, push it back in. Engine instruments and ammeter, so engine instruments meaning oil temperature and pressure in the green, and ammeter is on 0 or plus, as long as it's not in the minus. And suction gauge, which is that one there, so it's in the green.
In the green.
Cool, and now we can check idle as well, so you know you pull the throttle out, make sure it doesn't want to stall or anything. And then once you've checked that, just go back to 1000 because it doesn't like idling too much.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got the radio set. All our lights are on as required. Throttle friction lock is adjusted and the safety brief. So the safety brief goes something like threats, emergencies, departure, so we call it a TED brief. Threats, you know, Bankstown, the 3 standard ones are birds, parallel runways, and traffic. And then you might have heat, you might have low visibility, you might have cloud or haze or whatever the case might be, or turbulence. Emergencies, if we have an engine failure in the takeoff roll, close the throttle and brake. If we're airborne with runway remaining, close the throttle, full flap, land and brake. If we're airborne with no runway remaining, close the throttle, lower the nose, 60 knots best glide speed, select the field 30 degrees left or right of the nose and land in that field, use flap as required. And if we're at 700 feet, we'll look at turning back 60 knots, aim for 1/3 of the runway if possible, and do your CMFS if possible, if you have time. And then the departure brief, so basically we'll be doing circuits, runway 29 or left, Bravo 5, left hand circuit, climb to 1000 and come back down. And that's it.
Okay, so we're going to do left-hand circuits on runway 29 left.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do, oh, he's trying out, oh, he's braking.
Side slipping, looks like it.
Yeah, to lose some altitude.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, no problem. So we'll do, what, about 4 or 5 circuits to make it about half an hour?
Sorry?
How much time do we
so
have?
we got until 10. So basically we're already 10, so we can do probably 2 circuits if you
Sure.
want.
Okay, let's get the hang of it. Alright, I'm going to close the window.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Alright, so now we say extra Alpha Romeo, ready in the Runup bay.
X-ray Kilo Victor, right here in the Runup base.
Haha, where is he?
Behind
Okay.
us.
X-ray Victor, enter runway 29 right at Alpha 5, taxi holding point Alpha 8, 29 center.
Enter runway 29 right at Alpha 5 and taxi holding point Alpha 8, 29 center, X-ray Kilo Victor.
Yep, go for it. X-ray Alpha Romeo ready at the runway bay, 4 circuits.
Cool. I'm over there on the phone with Sydney Center, so they might take a while to respond.
I don't hear myself when I'm transmitting.
Yeah, it's...
Is that normal?
X-ray Alpha Romeo, standby.
Standby.
Stand by, X-ray Alpha Romeo. So
X-ray Charlie Victor's ready in the bay.
that's where he's coming in for base?
Yeah, that's base there, yep.
X-ray Charlie Victor, standby.
Yeah, he's on the phone to Sydney Center.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, taxi holding point Bravo 5, runway 29 on the left.
Bravo 5, 29 on left.
Bravo 5, 29 left, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Cool.
Okay. Throttle up. All clear on my left. So they have clearance. 2 circuits.
X-ray Charlie Victor.
Yeah, so we have to make a call to tower. So we'll line up just there, and we'll do the line-up checks, and we'll call tower. Alright, and brake. Cool, good job. Well done.
Okay.
Alright, so the line-up checks, fuel selector is down, flaps are retracted, we'll put the circuit frequency on, hatches and harnesses secure, landing light and strobe light are on, and transponder onto... Oh, is that similar to what you guys do as well?
That's it.
Alright, Captain. So this radio call is going to be Bankstown Tower, Extra Alpha Romeo at Bravo 529 on left, ready for circuits.
Okay. Bankstown Tower, X-ray Alpha Romeo, Bravo 529 left, ready for circuits.
Well done.
Extra Alpha Romeo, hold position.
Hold position, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Oh, well done.
X-ray, runway left, clear, touch and go.
Runway left, clear, touch and go.
It's a bit busier than Camden, right?
Yeah, there's a lot more things
Yeah.
that I have to say.
That's why we sometimes come to Camden when it's too busy here.
So, it's a nice day in the countryside.
Yeah.
Touch and go.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, line up, runway left.
Line up 429 left, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Well done.
Yeah, it's good. So clear on the right.
Bankstown Tower, Cherokee X-ray Kilo Victor at holding point Alpha 829 center, ready for departure via Upwind.
X-ray Kilo Victor, line up, runway center and wait.
Wait, X-ray Kilo Victor.
Extra Alpha Romeo, follow the Cherokee on upwind, runway left, clear for takeoff.
Clear to takeoff, following the Cherokee on upwind. X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Runway left.
Runway left.
Yeah.
Okay,
he'll get you to repeat it otherwise. Yeah.
Okay, airspeed is alive. P's
Yep.
and P's in the green.
Yes, sir.
Static RPM is good.
Yep.
I've got 50 knots, 55, 60, and rotate down.
Nice.
Sorry, Zulu Foxtrot X-ray.
Yeah, you see, it doesn't like coming up.
Oh, yeah. What is the best glide speed?
68.
Okay, let's pitch down a bit. A little more. Okay, let's give it back to me here. And runway behind us.
On upwind, runway left, clear, touch and go.
And I have full throttle.
Yep.
Following Cessna,
Well
runway
done.
left, clear touch and go.
Alright.
X-ray Kilo Victor,
Okay,
runway
coordinator's
center,
good.
clear for takeoff.
Heading is good.
X-ray Kilo Victor.
I've got 70 knots. Gonna pitch up a little more.
Yep. We'll just slightly go off to the left a little bit, just because of the parallel runways.
Yeah, I gotta be mindful of that.
Yep.
Pitching up a little more to get my best
And a bit more to the left.
Bankstown Tower, Baron X-ray Charlie Victor's at holding point Alpha 829 center, ready for a Bankstown 9 departure.
That should.
300 feet.
Yep.
75 knots.
Yep.
X-ray Charlie
A bit
Victor.
more.
Yep.
My normal speed on the C173 is 75. So,
Yeah, well, you know, you can do 75 if you want. That's a cruise climb.
that's alright.
Right,
70.
center, left.
Right, center, left.
Yep.
So at
and
500 feet I can turn
Yep.
to crosswind.
Yes, sir. And we'll just get the upwind checks done.
Following traffic.
P's and P's in the green.
Yes, sir.
Speed is good.
Yes, sir.
Engine is good.
Yes, sir.
600 feet.
Yep. So usually for a reference point, we use those green buildings there. So that's where you sort of level off, check 45 degrees from the runway threshold, and do a lookout and turn onto downwind.
Okay. So I'm still
Traffic 10 o'clock below.
Report parking
traffic sighted, yeah.
X-ray Charlie Victor.
Wait,
Alright. So I have...
he's a bit low, that guy.
Yeah, very low.
Wow. Alright.
900 feet. So clear right,
Yeah.
clear center, clear left.
Yeah.
Time to get into downwind.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Still climbing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there you go, 1,000 feet. So just level off here, allow the speed to increase.
Yep. And power
Right.
around 2200 RPM. What do you set on the 172 for a cruise?
2300.
Yeah.
Alright. Level of, no, still continue to
Yeah,
turn.
still continuous. Your reference point is basically down that way.
Now we're
just-
parallel.
Yeah, the sort of the right side of the bay.
And trim here. Right, 2200. Okay, radio call?
Yep, so the radio call will be the same. It's going to be X-ray Alpha Romeo downwind touch and go.
Yep.
Apologies, full stop request, runway is available.
So if there's radio calls going on, you can always do bump fish as well.
Bump fish, yeah.
And that way, you know, you...
Zulu Foxtrot X-ray, continue runway left, I will advise.
Command, so good. Just a green.
Runway left to the Foxtrot X-ray.
Yeah, extra fuel,
Mixture, fuel
instruments.
carburetor
Yeah.
is off.
November Romeo Alpha, runway left,
Instrument
clear.
switches, hatches and harnesses. Cool. And we'll just
lost a
climb
bit of
back up a
altitude.
little bit.
Yeah.
Seems like it's a bit bumpy today.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, one of those days.
We're going to call.
Yep, go for it.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, downwind for touch and go.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, solid, be careful let them.
Copy traffic, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Lima Oscar uniform, downwind, touch and go.
Copy traffic, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Lima Oscar uniform, solid, be Cessna downwind.
Traffic sighted, Lima Oscar uniform.
I didn't hear that response.
She said follow the Cherokee on base, which is that guy there.
Yeah.
So he went from being ultra low to be ultra high. Right, so...
So we are at the threshold now. So
Yeah,
normally
look.
this is where I reduce
Yep,
RPMs.
alright, carby hit,
Carbo heat
Charlie
is
Foxtrot X-ray, the
on
other runway's not available,
1500
runway left, clear to land.
RPM.
1500 RPM.
Yep. Right, center, traffic, turning
Right.
final.
Center left.
Yep.
I can see the traffic there.
Just check wide arc in the airspeed and you can drop flap.
Yeah, so once it hits the wide arc, I can do flap 10.
Yeah,
correct.
So if you want to wash that speed off, you can always start the turn and raise the nose, because turning actually gives you quite a bit, good amount of drag. Or if you want, we can do flapless on this one, so we'll leave that up to you. We'll just start turning now.
Maybe do one flap now and a flapless
Copy.
next.
Yep.
So just, yeah, speed is still, maybe I can use some RPMs, reduce that a bit more.
Yep.
Okay, flap 10.
Yep. Maybe just, raise the nose just a slightly bit.
I can
Tiny
see the
bit.
threshold on the left.
Up here. So we just did descending a bit more, so back, let's get some 1600 RPM going. Alright.
Okay, we're on
And
base.
we'll delay the flap because we're a bit low, and we might add a bit of power in here, that's good.
Yep.
Alright, so right, center, left.
Clear on the right, center.
Yep,
Clear
and
left.
we'll just add a bit more power because we're just a bit low profile.
Yep.
And raise the nose just a little bit. Yeah, that's it. And turn. Cool. A bit more, harder.
Yeah.
Yep, just gonna overshoot the runway. We don't want to go under center runway.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Captain, so now we can start bringing the power back. We're back on profile. Well done. And carby hit in. Mixture rich. Flap where you want it. And clearance not received yet.
Not yet.
Copy. And just raise the nose a bit more again.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, runway left, clear, touch and go.
Clear touch and go, 29 left, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Good job. And you can get the power all the way back now.
Okay. We're still 10 degrees flap, is that okay?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine, I
okay.
think, because it's a bit bumpy.
Yep.
Less flap use when it's bumpy, it's probably going to work a bit better. Start getting bumped around quite a lot. When
Yeah,
you,
it's actually a bit faster than I do this with the 172.
Well done, good job,
Uh,
flap up and full power.
Alright.
Wow. New plane, new airport, and this is already doing butter landings. Alright.
They tend to get a bit smoother with a higher speed.
Yeah.
Seems to me.
Yeah, it is the case. You do have extra controllability.
Yeah.
So when it's turbulent, it's actually...
Alpha becoming number 1, runway left.
I think this guy is for a departure. So this is one of the threats at Bankstown, that the upwind is overshot quite often. So
So he came from center and he ended up there?
yeah. So this is just one of the risks that we don't want to do, and that's why you're always better veering off towards the live side.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, the traffic
Oh,
upwind
80,
is for
80 knots.
departure.
Yep, copy. Control for Romeo. Alright. Landing lights off.
400 feet.
Carby hit in. Mixture reach. Flap up. Right. Center. Left.
Clear right, center and left.
Yes, sir.
So once I hit the 500 feet, is that like safe to turn then?
Yes, sir.
So 15 degrees turn.
Yep. And basically keep the turn going until you get to the green and white hangars.
Yeah. Alright, continuing the climb. 80 knots.
Yep. And this is the point where you wings level, check 45 degrees from the runway threshold, which we are. Right, center, left, and we can begin a left-hand climbing turn.
Right, center, left.
Yep.
So you keep the circuits.
November Romeo Alpha, runway left, clear, touch and go.
Sorry?
You keep the circuits quite tight here.
Yeah, it's a bit tighter than usual because there is a lot of planes in, so tight is usually better.
Because normally I would Camden, I would extend it just a little more.
Yeah, I mean if you want to extend it a little bit more, I'd be fine with that.
It's okay. It's just getting used to continuing to climb downwind, which normally doesn't.
Oh, you finish the climb on crosswind usually? All right.
By crosswind, mid-crosswind, we're done with climbing.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Okay, 1000 RPM.
Yeah.
So level off, get some speed.
Yep.
I can make one call now, actually.
Yeah, go for it.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, downwind for touch and go.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, extend downwind until advised. We're just looking at a runway change.
We'll extend downwind until advised. X-ray Alpha Romeo. I didn't hear everything that you said.
Yeah, I didn't get the last bit either. I just heard extend downwind until advised.
Okay,
So
downfish, brakes, undercarriage, mix, carb heat off, throttle is good, flaps up, fuel is sufficient, speed is good, heading is good, altitude is good, compass direction indicator.
wow, you guys have a lot of things that you check on downwind. We don't check up on them.
Fuel switch is on.
Yeah. Just
Alright.
bring the power back just a little bit more because it keeps accelerating this thing.
Yeah,
It
well,
just makes it.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how you said that you you finish the climb on crosswind?
Yeah.
Well, in the 150 we
Operations, we're about to make a runway change. Stand by for instructions.
runway change.
What's it for us?
Yeah, it's for everyone, I think. So in the 150 we
X-ray Alpha Romeo, make a left turn and then a right turn to join upwind. Change runway 11 right, maintain 1000.
left turn and then a right turn to join upwind for 11 right, maintain 1000, extra for Romeo. So I'll just take over here. Yep. To try and carry this maneuver out.
So we're doing right turns now.
Yeah, so change of runway. So this is a good experience, I reckon, for you, just to see what could happen in a runway change. So they can give you
November Romeo Alpha, turn crosswind now.
any type of
Turn crosswind now, November Romeo Alpha.
Turning crosswind now, November Romeo Alpha.
And November Romeo Alpha, once you're established on crosswind,
and this is
make
upwind.
a right turn.
And basically from upwind we can just go straight onto crosswind, I guess.
Want to go right turn to reposition final 11 right, November Romeo Alpha.
The wind change.
Yeah.
So now switching.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
So that's a experience, right?
Haven't had to be
Yeah, Cessna right.
11 right, liquid, ready for circuit.
So there you go, handing over.
Yep, my plane.
So now it's 11 right.
Hold position.
So same runway, opposite direction.
Yes, sir.
Right.
So we'll do a full stop on this one if that's alright.
Sure. Sure, I call then as downwind, do my downwind call.
Yeah, extra Alpha Romeo downwind, full stop. Okay.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, downwind for full stop.
X-ray Alpha Romeo, follow the Cherokee on base, they are out quite wide.
Looking for traffic.
Looking for traffic, X-ray Alpha Romeo.
Good. Alright, so bumpfish checks are complete.
Where is he?
Yeah, I mean he's on base, so he's not really a concern for us. We'll just turn to the right a little bit more.
Runway.
We'll probably see him at some point soon on final.
Alpha traffic, turning base for the middle runway on the northern
Just
side.
raise the nose just a little bit.
Traffic inside November Romeo Alpha.
Alright, so this is the point where
November Romeo Alpha,
Yep.
runway 11 right, clear touch and go.
I'll tell you when I see him.
Runway
You
right,
can
November
start
Romeo Alpha.
putting carb heat at 1500 and lookout and turning. And I'll
Overhead
keep
is
a
on.
lookout for traffic.
1500 RPM.
Yeah,
And,
that's center right.
I want to flap yet, even though speed is safe.
Yeah.
So clear left, center, and right.
X-ray Alpha Romeo traffic turning final from the northern side for the middle runway is a Cherokee.
Looking for traffic, extra Alpha Romeo. Traffic side at extra Alpha Romeo.
Extra Alpha Romeo.
Stays on short final. No conflict. Alright, well done. So this